Oh, lo, 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 lo.
What up, my people? It's your boy OTY, aka African Teddy Bear, and I got my girl.
Ella Emerson.
And this is the
Pepper Soup Room.
Hey, what up, my people? It's your boy OTY, aka African Teddy Bear, and I'm here with another episode of the Pepper Soup Room. All right, I got my girl Emma Emerson in the studio with me.
Hey.
Looking lovely as always.
Thank you.
I'm digging the hair, man. What color is this?
This is brown. I'm not a brown girl, but I had to change it up because I like the bang, and I was like, let me tell a different color. No. What do you think, black or brown? Which one do you like?
It's giving, man. I like it.
You like it? Yeah. Thank you. I'm trying something new. Maybe next week I'll try something different. We'll see. All right, let's get to the news, guys. So
what you got cooking for us today?
Okay. So a guy recently broke up with his girlfriend because of the way she mourned her ex. OT, if your ex passed away or your partner's ex passed away, how long do you think is too long for them to mourn? Would you be uncomfortable if your partner cried heavily over their ex, or would you see it as normal grief?
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm mature enough to where I'm cool with you, grieving over your ex.
Yeah.
Right? I think I'm mature enough to allow that. But now there's a line when it's like you're doing too much.
Okay.
Now the question is, am I cool with her going to the funeral? I think so. I just got to tag along with you.
Okay. I
got to tag along with you. Let's see. I mean,
how long is too long?
I say nothing more than a month, man. That's even
nothing more. Okay, so if it goes beyond a month, what would be your thoughts to that?
Just hide that from me. Don't just grieve in silence or by your lonesome. Don't grieve and don't crying in front of me. And it better not affect the chemistry of our relationship. I want to start dealing with a moody ass person because your old, you know what I'm saying, your old dude done passed away. Now I can't get no coochie. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. That's a problem right there. I can be supportive to a certain extent, and then if you still feel like after this 1 month you still need to grieve some more, do it in private. Don't do it in front of me.
Right.
Block out a time during the day or week or whatever, and this is your designated crying time.
Right.
Do that, and then get back to what we got going on.
For me, I look at it like, hey, depends on how long and how intimate that relationship was. So you see, if you guys had a simple fling, here and there, expect it to last long. Actually, I even think if your ex is dead, let them be dead. There's no reason for you to mourn more than a week. For me, it is a week max. And that week is, and that week, depending on the kind of cry you cry, I don't even think I want to see it. I don't want to compete with a ghost. Okay. I don't need you to cry too much. I don't need to see those tears. I can see, you want to be sad or whatever. That's fine. But the intensity of it really matters to me because I'm you guys are exes. Why are we crying over her? Why?
So you don't have any exes you would cry over?
Absolutely not. I have friends I can cry over. Absolutely. But my exes, they are dead to me already without them even dying. Okay? They no longer exist in my world. And those exes that I'm cool with, sure, I'm not gonna cry, but I'll be the memories, huh? Other than that, no. Go. And then if you're doing the same for a girl, oh no, now you're cheating on me emotionally. I don't like that. I just feel like at the end of the day, if they're exes, they're meant to be exes. And for this guy breaking up with the girl, I want to know the kind of relationship they had. And so if it's like y'all had kids together, like the Kelly Clarkson situation, where she like literally stopped her tour, stopped her show just to go mourn because they had kids, that's understandable. But if it's just an ex, like to me, that shows unresolved feelings. What do you think?
I mean, that's not necessarily unresolved. It's just sometimes if you really cared about somebody deeply, then those feelings don't go away 100%.
Why not?
Because I'm a human being. See, you're cold hearted. What the hell, bro? I have like all my exes. I'm cool with all my exes, right? If all of them, any of them were like to pass away, it would hurt me. Would I cry? Maybe only one of them I would cry over, but like the others,
Then that means you really liked her.
I mean, yeah, like, and even the other ones, the other two, like,
It's an unresolved feeling, OT. For the fact that you would cry over her, it's unresolved.
Because no, it's not unresolved. If you cared about somebody deeply, like those feelings are still gonna be there. Like they don't go away. I would feel like she would cry if I passed away.
Oh.
That's not because she would like maybe she wants to be with me. It's just because I mean she's not a cold hearted bitch. Like like.
I'm not cold hearted. I'm just saying, like, when we're done, we're done.
Yeah,
like
we're done. Doesn't mean like we should hate each other. I don't hate her. I don't.
No, for me, I have to hate you. It's either love or hate.
So if you have to hate them, it's because you actually really still care.
No, not really. It's because
when
I tried to break up with you, you didn't want to break up when I wanted to break up with you. You wanted to like stalk me after or keep disturbing my life after. Then I had to run you over. Or I had to send you where you needed to be. And now I hate you because you didn't accept a peaceful breakup.
Do you know how much energy it takes to hate somebody?
I have enough of that to give all my exes. All of them. All of them. All.
No,
it's either love or hate. There's no in between for me. Okay. Now, like I said, if it was an ex that I'm cool with, I still feel like for the fact that we're even cool, feelings are still there. Like, why are you cool with your ex? That is bothersome to me.
No. So I put like my exes. I'm cool with all my exes. Like in the sense of we could be cordial. Like if I was to see them in public, I could say hi, and we could just have a little small talk, and then that'd be it. But like as far as like we're exes, and I'm still we still hit up each other like frequently and sit on the phone, and that doesn't even make sense. So it's like we're done. Like. They doing their thing, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
But I don't wish them ill. Like, and something like that.
If there is an ex that I'm still cool with, trust me, that guy is a trap. Okay, and I don't need that in my life. So you're better off mentally. All right, moving right along. Feel alone, OT. Okay, this is me. This is how I feel. Okay. All right, so there was a man, Lawrence John Ripple, who robbed a bank by giving the bank teller a note. He demanded for $3,000. And after getting the money, he didn't run away. Instead, he sat at the lobby and waited for the police. When the police arrived, he told them he would rather go to jail than to go home to his wife. Then the reporters caught up to this wife, and his wife, Dory, said the argument was over fixing the dryer. And as she was talking to him about the dryer right in front of her, he wrote the robbery note. And after, she still reminded him like, hey, I don't know what you're trying to do, but this dryer still needs to be fixed. And he left the house. She did not know that he was really going to rob the bank. So, Oti, help me understand. How fed up do you have to be that you'd rather go to jail than to deal with your wife?
Man,
what do you think? Was he desperate? Was this dramatic? Or was he just looking for a way out?
So how old were these people?
In his 70s.
So they've been married for quite some time. I would say probably like 40 or something years.
35 years.
35 years, right? So that's a long time. And this is probably built up. He been feeling like that. This didn't just happen that day. He's been thinking about his escape plan. That I promise you, that whole thought of I'm gonna write this note and go rob the bank, he been thought about that. He's like, this bitch got one more fucking time. She got one more time, and I'm finna go rob the bank and go to jail. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna rob the bank, go to jail. He probably had a list, like, wait, like, should I kill myself? And he's like, I'm too pussy to kill myself.
That's too permanent.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna just go to jail and risk whatever happens there. But at least I'm away from this woman. You feel me? Like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. It speaks a lot of volume.
If you were the wife, How would you feel about that? Let's say the roles are reversed and your woman did that to you just to break up with you or just to just get away from you. How would you feel about that?
And it's time to take inventory of yourself at that point. Like, man, what's really wrong with me? Like, I'm really tripping. Like, something is really wrong.
But here's the thing though, like with relationships, after you've been together with somebody for a long time, it becomes very tasking, okay? And now we're old. I can't get away from you. I can't divorce you. And you know what? It'd be to get away from you, then no. But to me, I feel like there are other ways that he could have gone about it, right? There are other options. You could literally just leave her, right? Just go away. But then you would be like a 70-year-old by yourself who's gonna take care of you.
He probably thought this out. I'm 70 something. I'm probably not gonna live much longer. I'm gonna just do the rest of my life in jail, like in prison, and free housing, free meal plan, free Medicare. Like he's gonna be well taken care of. And at that age, he's not worried about getting no coochie, man. So he good. He just needs solitude. And them old people, they don't really just put them in the mix with everybody like that. They got like special some kind of geriatric setup for them inmates. So I don't know. I think sounds like a good plan to me.
What is the most desperate thing you ever did to break up with an ex? Or you were just honest and had an honest conversation? Did you have to play these games?
I mean, I just start, like, what I used to do is I'll just be like acting this, not giving a damn. And then eventually you'll be like, you know what, I'm good. Because I don't want to be the bad guy. I mean, that was young.
Hey, a lot of people still do it. To me, it's so cowardly. Like, okay, now you're like not answering my call. Now you're distancing yourself. Yeah, naturally, I think I'll give you like 2 days. And after 2 days, like third day, I'll be like, you know what? I'm good. I don't know what you got going on, but how long do they take before they respond to you like that?
Within a month or so.
A month of bugging you?
Sometimes even longer. I don't know. Like,
dang,
but the thing is, I wouldn't even go about it like that now, though. If I was to be with somebody and I felt like I wanted to break up with them, I would tell them, like,
okay,
you got issues.
That's better.
Yeah,
that's better for sure. Let's have the mature conversation about it.
Yeah, I think it was because I was just trying to being the bad guy thing. Because if you break up with them, you're always the bad guy. But if they break up,
why do men say that? Oh my God, that thing you said is actually that method you use. A lot of guys actually use that. They're like, they don't like the process of breaking up with a girl. They don't want to see the tears. They don't want to hear the, you did this to me, you lied to me. They don't want to hear all that. So they rather just kind of distance themselves, and eventually the girls get the point and then they move on.
Because sometimes if you try to break up with a girl, right? I broke up with one girl. If you break up with a girl, at least in my experience, right? They'll be like, they won't go for it. They're like, no, we can still make this work. They'll be begging. And sometimes, right, the crazy thing is they might already even want to end the relationship, but they don't want to be the one that got broken up with.
Yeah, timing matters.
So it's an ego thing. So now she damn near even want to get back with you so she could break up. But then, like, the whole begging and, like, the whole, like, no, we can make this. It's like, this is counterproductive. This is not what I want. So I'd rather you just end it and I just agree with you.
Okay. Makes sense to me. All right, guys. Moving right along. Nursing student Darla Thornton, age 22, was arrested for a misdemeanor battery and excessive lathering. Hospital became suspicious after noticing a significant increase in patient requests for sponge baths, even amongst those who previously hated bathing. Witnesses allege unusual enthusiasm during patient hygiene routines. One patient Thornton, spent an eternity, Mr. Thornton claims that she spent an eternity cleaning his elbows, which he described as thrilling and disturbing at the same time.
Elbow.
One woman, Mrs. Gable, said, she kept asking me if I wanted extra bubbles. A recovering hip patient alleged. So tell me, does this sound like she was crossing professional boundaries, or was she just going the extra mile for patient care? Yes, she's a bit on the attractive side, but where do we draw the line between dedication and misconduct?
So was she actually doing anything inappropriate? Because they talking about elbows.
To the patients, they thought it was just inappropriate. Like the way she would give showers was just different and extra than the way others would give showers. So if others are spending 5 minutes, she would spend 15 minutes. She would just do extra.
But is she doing anything with like their private parts? Because they talking about elbows.
Nobody has said anything about the private parts.
I don't think that's wrong with what she got going on.
That means it was just excessive touching. Excessive. It was
That's what I
too
think it is, right?
much.
And who's complaining though? Is it the male?
The patients.
The male patients or female patients? Is there any distinction?
Both. Not that they were complaining. They found it unusual. Some enjoyed it. Some found it bizarre. But all the same, it was bizarre enough for them to file charges.
I think they just hate because she hot. I don't know. Because I mean, there's no official complaint of anything, any misconduct. Like,
Truly, no.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like they just that's wild. And geriatric patients for that.
Question is, what kind of showers or baths was she giving them that have them thrilled and disturbed?
I want her to bathe me. Goddamn it! I'm trying to find out. I want to know.
And it's men and women, you know? I was like, okay. How could it? I mean, the whole bathing a patient, it's, you know, you're crossing personal boundaries, right? And when you're crossing those personal boundaries, my question is, you know, if they wanted you to stop, did you stop? And if you stopped, then fantastic. But maybe it could be like, maybe she's doing something that you may be enjoying, but you're like, hey, the way you're rubbing me is quite different.
You know,
I don't know. This may not be inappropriate, but you're starting to make me feel.
You know, this reminds me of when I was about 14. I had surgery. I had like surgery on my legs, and after the surgery, there was like still like residue from like the tape and like glue and stuff or whatever. They didn't clean it off properly, right? So after they put me in my little like room or whatever, so my mom's in there, right? And she's like, did they even clean you well? Let me go and get water and told her. And now she's like trying to bathe me, pretty much give me like a sponge bath, right?
Yeah.
And then she gets to my dick and shit, right? And she's like she's like cleaning it. I'm 14. And then the whole time I'm like, this is so awkward, bro. Like, Mom, you haven't cleaned my dick in years. Like, it got hair now. Like, this is not normal. And then she's like, then my mom, she said, is this awkward? I'm like, Mom, just shut up. Just don't talk right now. I don't want to hear
Oh, my God.
Just be done with this. Like, I don't even know why this is even going on, you know?
Right.
But yeah.
I thought about it. For me, it was like when I like going to get massages, right? And I get massages all the time. So there was this particular masseuse. Okay, he was a man, and
give me every detail of the story. Do not leave out any detail. Go ahead.
I get massages all the time. There was a particular man that gave me a massage. Okay, the way he did it was quite different. I don't know if it was a passion thing, like I'm just really good at this. I started reacting to it. Well, the way he was touching and rubbing me.
Where was he touching and rubbing you?
It was just different from the other masseuse. It was just quite different. And he didn't cross any line, but it was like he was almost teasing me. Like he wants to go there, but he won't go there. And that was like making my body react. I'm like, is he doing this on purpose? So I couldn't say he was inappropriate, but at the same time, I felt like, what you doing? Now, I didn't stop him. He wasn't crossing any line. But I knew that this particular massage was different. So I'm in my mind, when I'm hearing this story, I'm like, I get how they feel. Because 100 people can give you showers, but there's a particular way somebody else would do it that you're like, oh.
So my question is, did you book him again?
No. Because my body reacted to him.
Why? I say cap. I say you cap.
No, I'm serious. I did
not.
You
don't talk about this off the camera.
It was so good. But because my body reacted to him, even though he wasn't inappropriate, I still felt like my session with you brought inappropriate feelings for me.
So do you feel like it was like you didn't want to do it again because you didn't want to be tempted?
I didn't want to leave feeling ooh, like I did when I got there with him. I came there for you to just rub me, break my bones, make my body feel good, but not to that level where it's
That's
like, oh
crazy.
my God.
So yeah, so I would never. I would. Well, yeah. Fuck it. I would never let my woman go get a massage by another man. I'd be down. That's not happening.
What?
That's not happening, bro. I done heard too many stories. One
Really?
of my homegirls and talk like she told me a story about this dude gave her a massage. Next thing you know, he eating her coochie, bro. Like, and it's like, wow. I've heard this story from two different women. Same stories, bro.
Wow.
Dude giving her massage with a happy ending. I'm like, women get happy endings too, bro.
Oh my God.
That's
Honestly, he didn't do anything appropriate, but just the teasing us. And I'm like, oh no.
He would probably wait for you to give him the green light.
Oh no. And you know what? I'm so slow. I didn't understand it. I
That's
did
probably
not.
what he was waiting for you to give him the green light, for you to do something to indicate it's a go.
So much was going through my head at that moment. I was just like, am I supposed to feel this way?
Mm.
For me to even question it, I can't book you back again because I don't know what you're trying to do.
Shit,
But I was like, this is not supposed to feel like this. Massages shouldn't, make you feel all frisky, like, no, I'm supposed to feel relieved from head to
You
toe.
left that massage, went home, and tore your man apart. Baby, drop your drawers right now.
Oh my God. And you say you would never let your girl go and get massaged by a man.
Not because
I
what
never
if it didn't turn out like yours? What if she let him go all the way?
That's crazy.
I'm
That's
not
crazy.
even gonna play with that. Nah, that's that. I give you a massage. I go learn. I already give good massages, but like shit, I learn some more tricks. Goddamn.
All right, moving right along. I Show Speed, the streamer,
Mm-hmm.
famous guy. His dad explains why he is staying in the hood, okay? Despite his son's success and $10 million mansion, Speed's father says he's choosing to remain in his neighborhood. He calls home, okay? This is a hood style neighborhood, okay? For him, he says it's more than just money. It's about community. He says, if I'm not here, who else is going to be here? He told reporters, adding that he values the simple things like cutting his own grass and taking out his own trash and just connecting with his people. Let me ask you something. Would you respect his decision to stay rooted in his community? Or do you think he should embrace the luxury life that his son is offering?
I think he should embrace that life and leave the hood, man. Your son already being that rich already puts you at risk. What are you doing? This is the problem with a lot of people, right? Of a specific demographic. But this is the problem with even us as Africans too, right?
Yes.
Like they do this, bro. Like it's really like the whole big fish, little pond thing. So like now you in the hood, right? So that's the little pond, and now you the big fish because your son's this top dog or whatever. So you got even more respect because of who your son is. So you a big fish in this little ass pond. You know what I'm saying? Rather than come out and now you a little fish in a bigger pond. So, bro, I see a lot of people.
It's a mindset thing.
The mindset, a lot of people, right, especially a lot of Igbo men, they do this thing, right? Where
Yes.
they want to keep going back to the village.
Yes.
Every small thing, I want to go to village. Every small
Yes.
thing, I want to go to village. So, and it's because in the village now they are like a big man. But if they go back to the city, they are just there are so many big men. So they're just another big man. You know?
Yeah.
It's not that big, and they're even bigger men there, safe. So I think it's that big fish, small pond thing.
And another angle of that I've seen, a friend of mine was telling me that he wanted to upgrade his father's house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even from changing the curtains to changing the furniture. But the father said, no. He wanted things the way they are. He likes everything. Old bed sheets. He's trying to change. He's like, no. He likes things the way he is. He says for him, it's the feeling of control. Like, I control this. I am my own man in my own house. I worked for this.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't be taken from me. And you can't say that you give me anything. I work for it myself. This is mine. So any way to renovate the house or even move him out of that house, he's like, oh no, I'm attached. I want my own thing. It literally, and he's an evil man, in the village. And so for me, I look at it like not just what you said, right? Because that is so valid. I didn't think of that. But also, it's a control thing, especially if this is like a military man, a man that, is like he's stuck in his ways. He's like, yeah, you're some, big shot now, but I'm still your father. And this is my home and I control this. How would you feel if you were a son and you were trying to do this for your dad and he says no? Would you just let him be, or would you try to convince him?
I mean, I'll try to convince him, but the thing about people, like especially like older people, right? They stuck in their ways, so it's really no convincing. If they made up their mind's made up. It's kind of hard to like really convince,
It's true.
convince them. So it's like, hey man, you live your life.
But it is dangerous being in the hood and them knowing that your son is pretty rich.
I'll tell you right now, I love my dad, but if they was to kidnap my daddy, bro, sayonara, bro. It's over with. It's over with. Shit, you done did good. You lived a nice life.
I warned you.
Like, hey, bro.
Oh my God. All right. We're going to move right along right here. So, actor in a recent interview with The Honest Bunch, veteran actor Yemi Solade stirred debates by claiming that there's no Nigerian actress that could realistically afford a luxury G-Wagon strictly from acting alone. He says it's possible if you're producing films, but he explained, but from acting alone, how much would they want to pay you? 50 million? Come on. I'm sure they have side hustles, but I don't know what kind of side hustle that is. Or maybe they're just getting gifted G-Wagons. But then who are these gifters? Now, his questions have sparked a lot of debates, okay, with fans and industry watchers weighing in on whether Nollywood acting pays enough for such high-end lifestyles. So let me ask you this, OT. Do you think he's being brutally honest about the realities of Nollywood pay, or is he unfairly casting doubt on these actresses' success?
I mean, I think we all know this is Nigeria. We know what it is now. Like, how much are they really even paying them? First of all, do you know how much a G-Wagon is? Like, that's like at least $100,000, right?
Yeah.
About like you getting that type of bread, and to afford $100,000 car, you have to already be making way more money than that, right? Especially in Nigeria, where they don't do car notes, so that car is paid off, right? So if you can afford $100,000 car, you should be like at least making at least over like $500,000, right? Right? Are they making that? And if they are, how are they making that money?
No, they're definitely not making.
You know what I'm saying? These cars, those cars are they're being gifted,
right?
And we know who's gifting them. So like, I don't know why we're all behaving like we don't know what it is.
But then you have actresses who are content creators, and of course that has gone into debate because a lot of content creators are making money off of,
if it's that, right, there's some that you can like attribute it to that, like for example, like Ash Mushi, I think that's her name, Ash Mushi.
Yes,
she's the one I can say like earns enough money to where she could even afford a G-Wagon, right? Not saying that she's still not also getting probably gifted, but like she could pull it off because I mean she does do content, she makes that kind of money to where it's very believable. But there are a lot of them that's not their case though, right? And she's not even necessarily an actress; she's like a content creator. But like those actresses, they're not making bread like that. They're not getting the Ash Mushi money.
Mm-hmm.
How you say her name? Ash Mushi?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
They're not getting
or the girl that does the dating show. What's her name?
Nuz Mirage or something like that?
Yes, Nuz Mirage.
They get into that bag too. She gets into that bag too.
I love her show. Yeah. I love what she's doing.
You know what's crazy? I actually prefer her show to the like American one.
I know.
It's like, whoa.
When my people come over, we sit down and we watch that show. It's literally one of my favorites. It gets conversations going. Yeah. Truly. Shout out to Nuns, man. Shout out to her. So we're saying, in that space, you also have advertising. Like, why is he not giving credit for these people that sign deals with like MTN, Glow, all these different brands? It's
How much money is MTN giving you? You can now afford $100,000 G wagon.
depends on how you're saying.
First of all, that's if they gave. Let's say they gave you up to 100,000, right? So did you spend the whole check on the G wagon? I don't know. Either way, it's not adding up to me. But I don't know why we all pretend like we don't know what it is.
Because we don't want to, put everybody in one box and say, it's impossible. I think it's
No, it's not impossible. It depends. Like we said, like those who are doing content creating, right, as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We can say, okay, we can attribute it to that. Okay, this is how it makes sense, right? That you would get this.
Yeah.
But then when that's not the case, you done been in 1, 2, 3 movies. They weren't even on Netflix. You talking about YouTube type shit. And
but that YouTube check clears though.
I understand, but like the producer, the one who getting that check.
That's true.
You just an actress. You dig what I'm saying? Like you're not getting broke off for real like that.
That makes sense.
So,
all right.
I don't know.
Makes sense to me. Moving right on. And here's the thing. I feel like he's a hater. He's mad that he's not a woman making that kind of money anyways. I'm sorry. If he is so curious about it, then he should go ask them instead of judging like, no, they're not making it. Because how do you know? How do you know? Because really, these girls are running marathons. They can be shooting like 3 films in a month, 5 films in a month, and they can save that money. And then if you're doing it all year long, plus advertising, plus monetizing your YouTube, your social media, it's possible. No, we'll come back to this.
That's fine.
Actor Yemo Lee, he is facing assault allegations after a businesswoman's claims. Okay, so this famous actor, he has come under fire following accusations from a businesswoman named Queen Akeredolu. Please don't butcher me for the way I just pronounced that name. But her name is Queen, who alleges that she was lured into a setup by Yemo Lee's wife, Taylor B. According to Akeredolu, she was invited under the guise of a business meeting, but instead was ambushed at the store by 4 ladies. She claimed that these 4 women assaulted her, tore off her clothes, destroyed her phone, left her injured, all while accusing her of sleeping with Yemo Lee. An allegation that she strongly denies. She says she intends to file a lawsuit in the nearest future. Yemo Lee, however, dismissed the claims on social media using, 2 words, clown. And she's like, bro, this is too funny. And so this situation has a lot of people divided. Is it ever so serious that a woman would gather other women to assault a woman over accusations of infidelity? Or do you think this is just a social media scandal that will fizzle out? Is there a line drawn between gossip, reputation, and accountability?
You already know how I feel about this social media stuff, man. Social media, it causes a lot of harm, right? Because it's not real, and people just always cling to it, like it gives some kind of validation, and it just creates more messiness, in my opinion.
So if you are the woman in this case, the wife, and you're hearing this person accusing you, or let's just say, no, you're not the wife. Let me rephrase that. If you are Yemo Lee and you're the actor and somebody accuses your wife of beating her up, maybe you didn't even know what happened. How would you feel about that?
I mean, of course it's upsetting.
Who would you be upset at? The woman that came out with the story, or your wife that set her up to be beat up?
So the thing is, if you're married, right, first of all, you're supposed to always, side with your spouse in public. And then, I guess, if you feel like they did the wrong thing, that privately you would correct them, right? So, outwardly, he should always support his wife. But then again, why is all of this on damn social media, bro? This is shit that should be, dealt with in-house.
Not to sue. Sometimes when people try to resolve things privately, maybe she went to Yemo Lee to tell him, hey, bro, this is what your wife did. And he reacted the same way, like, okay, so taking up for his wife,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's like, hey, if you can't resolve this with me, I'm going to put it out there so the world knows what you and your wife are capable of doing.
I see
You don't
that.
think that's fair?
I see that angle. I see that angle.
Because here's the thing, a lot of these women, because they're in, positions of power,
Mm-hmm.
they feel like they can do and undo. And our women, they don't give up on their marriages. They would rather beat up the woman. But is that fair? If you're suspecting your husband of cheating, why do you have to beat me up? Why don't you beat your husband up? I don't understand that.
I think it's because she understands that, like, the African culture, right? Like, polygamy or just like your husband doing shit is just acceptable, especially if he got bread like that, right? So
Mhm.
what's she gonna do? Like, get mad at her husband? Like who she feels is doing what's within his rights?
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, why would I get mad at him? He's still gonna do it again. So I can only get mad at this chick because why are you messing with a married man? You should leave him alone.
Mhm.
It's how she's.
But what if the woman didn't know?
I mean, he's a celebrity. Everybody knows he's married.
Well, for me, I see it like if you're married to a celebrity, you should already know that the women are gonna come. They're gonna come. And if you don't have concrete proof that this woman is messing with your husband, you shouldn't even do this in the first place. But if you now have proof, to me, it starts with a conversation. Hey, I see you messing with my husband. This is a fair warning. Back off. Let him go. I don't appreciate that. If she doesn't listen, then I agree with this route that you've gone, but in Nigeria, not America, because in America, you're going to jail. But in Nigeria, there's no law over there. I mean, they're not law abiding. It's who can afford justice that gets justice. But I would go this route if that was the case. But if it's that I'm just suspecting, I'd rather have a conversation. Why can't we talk about it first? That's for me. I don't like violence.
No, I totally agree with you. There needs to be dialogue first, and then after that.
Because you don't even know what your husband is telling that girl. You don't know what your husband is telling that woman. You know what I mean? Like, and let's be real. They actually could be messing around too. Mm-hmm. And he's now like trying to like play it off like, no, it's not real, or and that'll like fan more flame. But now, he's calling her a clown, or bro, this is too funny. So he's not even taking it seriously. And maybe because he knows that it really happened, but I'd rather just talk to my wife about it. But to me, I feel like that girl, if she was really, really serious, she should have gone with the lawyers in the first place than come in on social media to talk about it. Because why are you talking about it? Like, I want to see the lawsuits. Then I might, that removes all doubts that you really were innocent. I'm just saying. All right, moving right along. This is the final story for tonight. Tenny opens up about her BBL decision, okay? Famous singer Tenny recently took to Instagram to share her struggles with weight loss. She's admitting that she's considering getting Brazilian butt lift, the BBL, but hasn't gone through with it yet. She explains that losing weight has been difficult because she eats a lot and she loves food. And she's also scared of the risks involved with getting a BBL. But her candid post has sparked debate. Does Tenny really need BBL? After all, her image has been built up as a girl on the larger side, like a Missy Elliott, like a Lizzo, okay? Should she stick to her natural look or just focus on the healthier life choices?
This is a very tough one because, so one thing I do understand, right? A lot of these things are based on insecurities, right? And everybody has insecurities. And if you got to do it to make yourself feel good, then by all means, who am I to tell you? It's your body, your choice. Yeah, if that's what she wants to do, yeah. But then on the other side, as a guy, I actually prefer natural booties to BBLs. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't get with a girl with a BBL, but if I had to pick, right, I would just I have a preference. But either way, doesn't mean I wouldn't. But At the end of the day, it's her body, man. That's what she wants to do that makes her feel good. Who am I?
It makes sense. For me, I feel like, I don't know what the fear is with the BBL. People are not dying anymore doing it. If anything, you just have to be prepared for what you have no control over, which is now how people view you after you get it done. Because it's one thing you doing it, but it's another thing when you finally do it. Let me ask you, imagine Tenny does a BBL. Would you find her attractive after that? Would it change your outlook on how you see her?
I feel like if she was to do a BBL, she would probably rebrand herself. Like she'll change how she dresses and stuff like that. So depending on how she changes it, if it like what's the word I'm looking for? If they coordinate, right? Like if it matches the look, like her new body and the new package, they kind of match. Okay, then yeah, sure. If she gets the BBL and still wants to keep dressing the same way she's dressing, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna be able to pull it off, but I feel like it'd be a waste, anyways.
It would be, right? I feel like, unlike other people, like other singers, she has her own specific look.
Yeah.
She's gone with that Missy Elliott style. And no, she's not she's not as fashionable as Missy Elliott, but she has that tomboyish style going, which is not bad. Now, I can't imagine that after a BBL. Maybe she doesn't need a BBL. Girl, have you heard about lipo? Lipo, you still you. You don't have to have that big old dunk.
And you know what's funny though? She might actually even look hot right now. It's just we can't really tell because her clothes don't really show off her body like that, right? And she did lose a lot of weight too, right? So who knows, man? It might be a sexy body under all those baggy jeans, bro. Right now, even.
The thing I love about Tenny is that no matter how masculine she presents herself, I love the fact that we never talk about her sexuality. Like, what is her sexuality?
I mean,
that has never come up to my on social media. What is she? Is she straight or is she a lesbian? I don't want to judge based off how she looks.
So this is the thing, right? I'll put it like this: I don't think anyone thinks she's straight, but I don't think anybody really cares when it comes to her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why do you think? Why do we focus more on the men than the women?
Because it's this.
Yeah, well, you got to think about it. Yeah, think about it. But
well, I guess I'm biased because I'm a guy, right? So I can only look at it from a guy's perspective, right? And to me, the idea of two men, because I'm straight, is just not something that I would want to entertain. Or it just is something that's like, I'd rather not be around it. Dude, if that's what you want to do you over there, like, by all means. But for me, not my cup of tea, right? But now, because she's a woman, it's now like, let's look that differently. This is something that doesn't necessarily turn me off. The idea of it, of two women is not something that would necessarily turn me off. But yeah, either way, like
I feel like there's such a double standard with that kind of like.
It's for sure. I'll tell you right now, for sure, sure.
Yeah,
100%.
And I wonder, like, why would she suddenly have this pressure when her whole career has been this tomboy look? Like, of all things to do, I'm hoping it's a joke.
What if, right? The tomboy look is a defense mechanism. Maybe she really been feeling like this the whole time. But she got to present as a tomboy because she's maybe not comfortable with her body. So she does the tomboy thing because the tomboy thing allows your body not to be the focal point.
That's true.
Right? So what if that's the thing? And then now she done got some bread. Now she's like, you know what? Maybe I do want to do something to my body.
Because her sister, Niniola, is... she's sexy. She embraces her body. She's all about, you know what I mean? She got it all going on.
Yeah.
And you have Tenny, who's the complete opposite, who like tomboy, doing her thing. So you're absolutely right. I didn't think about that aspect. Like, okay, let her have this and I have this look. With this look, you just focus on my talent and not necessarily my body, my fashion. I don't fall under that pressure. Everybody else false. Now, if she does get that BBL, I wonder how the public is going to act to that. It's
I don't
just,
know because
it's
honestly,
gonna
I
be
think
so
Tenny looks good
different.
though. I think Tenny actually is a beautiful person. Like she just it's just the way she dresses kind of hides the body, so you can't even really sexualize her. But like I feel like it's some ass under the jeans, bro. It's something under there, boy. It's some yash.
I love Tenny. I love her personality. Her talent is like
No,
insane.
it's a match.
Girl is a writer. Oh my God, like beautiful voice. I love her. Yes, we can fix the package a little bit, but her talent outshines the fashion aspect of her.
Yeah, we've kind of
And
just accepted her for who she is. So like even the way she dresses, it's like I'm cool with it. Like she has managed to pull it off. It's who she is, and I don't think she needs to change it. But if she wants to change it, because that's what's gonna make her feel better about herself, then by all means, you know.
like another example, like Queen Latifah,
Hmm.
you know, like when she first started, she had that like tomboy thing going, you
Yeah, when
know,
she softened
and
up
then,
a little bit.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
over time, she changed it up, and now she became like a cover girl and embracing that feminine side. And maybe
She
we're
even,
seeing
there's a movie out there. I can't remember the name of the movie, but she got her titties out in one of the scenes.
really,
Queen Latifah's titties is out there in the world. I'm trying to tell you,
man,
they was
you
decent looking titties too.
you got to be blessed to be able to pull both looks. You could be like that manly man thing, and then you can be like that girly girl. I love it. I love it all. I remember one time in school, I did there was an opposite day, and they never did it again because some parents had an issue with the whole boys dressing like girls and girls dressing like boys. We loved it as students, but some people had their issues with it. But I have to say, I made a cute boy. I was a really cute boy. Like I was feeling myself. I was like, man, I could keep this look, but then I don't want to attract women because I feel like there's something about like dykey looking. Oh my God, I hate to use that word. Like masculine presenting women that can kind of like attract other women without them even realizing it. And so I started looking like a little pretty boy, and I loved it. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. But I think it's such a blessing to be able to like to do both. I think I can't wait for us to see that evolution. If she does it, I think she should be comfortable with whatever she presents herself to be. But for me, I'm like, girl, you don't need all that.
Wow.
You don't need all that, Tenny.
I told
You
you.
could do your lipo. You could do your Ozempic or whatever other GLP shot you want to do. You can do all that. You don't have to go all the way to BBL, because now when you're going to the BBL level, that means you want to show us some curve. So what are we presenting at that
At
point?
the end of the day, whatever make her happy is all that matters.
All right, guys, this is it for us tonight. We want to thank you guys for joining us here at the Pepper Soup Room. I am your girl, Emma Emerson.
And I'm your boy
And I'm with
OT
my guy,
White, OT White, aka African Teddy Bear.
and we will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for watching the
Pepper Soup Room.
Please like, share, subscribe. Please tell your friends, your neighbors, your auntie, everybody, okay? This is where it gets hot and spicy. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned, stay locked in right here.